Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. Look, if you've ever dealt with moving, you know there's just an endless checklist of to-dos, right? And setting up utilities usually sits right at the very top of that stressful pile. But today, we're going to completely demystify one of the most vital tasks for anyone relocating to or within Western New York, and that is setting up your water service online in Buffalo. We've dug through all the official municipal documents and resources to bring you the ultimate streamlined guide.
So you just moved to Buffalo and need your water turned on? We all know that changing residences is incredibly chaotic. Between unpacking boxes and organizing logistics, literally the last thing you want is a headache with your municipal paperwork, or worse, turning on the tap and getting absolutely nothing. Having reliable water service established right when you move in is absolutely crucial. So consider this explainer your ultimate cheat code. We're going to walk through the exact requirements and digital pathways so you can get your service flowing smoothly and with total confidence.
Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We'll be covering 1. Welcome to Buffalo Water. 2. The hybrid application process. 3. Billing and service activation. 4. Assistance and payment support. And finally, number 5. Transition tips and a quick disclaimer. Section 1. Welcome to Buffalo Water.
Our main goal here is to help you navigate Buffalo's specific utility ecosystem. Knowing exactly what to expect before you start, just clicking around the internet, will save you a tremendous amount of time and frustration. Now, right off the bat, we need to manage some expectations about what online setup actually means in the city of Buffalo. Unlike some modern web services where you click through a fully automated portal and instantly create an account, Buffalo utilizes what we call a hybrid paper-to-digital process. So what does that mean? Well, it means you won't be filling out a web form that automatically activates your account. Instead, the whole shebang relies on you downloading an official document, filling it out, and then digitally submitting it via email.
Section 2. The hybrid application process. Let's act as your focused guide through the bureaucracy here and look at the exact step-by-step procedure so you know exactly where to go and what to do. First up, you need to access the Buffalo Water online forms portal on their official website. There, you're going to find the specific application for water service document to download. Second, you got to complete this form in its entirety. Third, you'll email that executed document to their billing department. And fourth, you'll need to coordinate a meter reading to make absolutely sure you aren't paying for the previous owner's water. So, let's break down exactly what goes into that form.
The most crucial point is gathering the correct information before you even sit down to fill out the application, because if you leave things blank, you're risking rejection and annoying delays. According to Buffalo Water Board regulations, you absolutely must provide the legal name of the property owner, the specific street number and lot, and the exact intended uses of the water. You might also need to provide some additional structural information as required by the Commissioner of Public Works. Honestly, just having your closing documents or your lease handy is going to make this an absolute breeze.
Once that form is completely filled out and signed, you transition back to the digital pathway. You don't need to hunt down a fax machine or mail it in. You can simply scan the document or, let's be real, just take a clear, well-lit photograph of it with your smartphone, then attach it to an email and send it directly to customer service at buffalowater.org. It is incredibly simple. But hey, keeping a copy of that sent email for your personal records, that's a solid pro tip. Now, here is a number you really need to keep in your head: 30 to 60. This is the typical number of days it takes for the administrative setup to actually be fully completed. Why? Because Buffalo Water has to verify the property ownership transition against municipal tax registries, and converting the account into your name just takes a bit of time. So do not panic if you don't hear back immediately, or if it takes a month or two for your first official invoice to arrive in the mail. This waiting period is completely normal.
Section 3. Billing and Service Activation.
Shifting now from the application phase into the critical final steps of actually turning the service on, let's get your finances squared away. To prevent a total billing nightmare where you get charged for the previous occupant's water usage, you have to ensure a final, actual meter reading is submitted right on your closing date. Definitely coordinate this closely with your real estate attorney. You can also call Buffalo Water Customer Service directly at 716-847-1065 to verify it's been handled. Oh, and be aware that there's a standard turn-on service fee of $45 for any reason, which is pretty much guaranteed to pop up on your first bill.
Once that 30 to 60-day waiting period is over and your account is officially active, the system thankfully becomes a whole lot more modern. Your first invoice will generate a unique account number. Armed with that account number and your billing zip code, you can head over to a platform called NextBillPay. This is the hub where you can register for full online bill viewing, set up your payment preferences, and manage your account totally digitally moving forward.
Section 4. Assistance and Payment Support.
Now, Buffalo actually has some remarkably robust digital portals designed for socioeconomic relief. If you're a low-income homeowner, a qualifying senior, or just experiencing some financial turbulence, you really need to know about these resources. The primary digital gateway for assistance is getwaterwisebuffalo.org. This site is completely mobile responsive, which means residents can apply for water assistance directly from their smartphones in like 10 minutes or less. It is a wonderfully frictionless process designed to secure discounts for those who need them without needing to print out forms, track down a scanner, or rely on snail mail.
To apply through that portal, you just need a few basic intake documents ready to go. You'll need a recent water bill, proof of ownership or a lease showing you're the one responsible for the water, and proof of income. And what's fantastic here is that if you're already enrolled in programs like SNAP, HEAP, SSI, or public assistance, that enrollment automatically serves as your proof of eligible income, which drastically speeds up your approval time.
Let's look at the actual breakdown of these savings. To put this into perspective, let's check out these non-metered yearly dwelling rates. A standard one-story dwelling pays a regular rate of about $165. But if you apply and qualify for the senior citizen rate, that drops down to roughly $107. For a two-story dwelling, the regular rate of $228 drops to about $146. So over time, taking just a few minutes to apply for these qualified senior rates represents a pretty significant financial value.
In addition to discounts, Buffalo Water also collaborates with a service called Promise Pay. Life happens, right? So if you ever find yourself falling behind, eligible customers with a past due balance of $250 or more can use Promise Pay to set up flexible 0% interest payment plans. It's an excellent safety net that allows residents to pay off their balance over time without the heavy burden of accumulating interest.
Section 5. Transition Tips and Disclaimer.
We want to make absolutely sure that once your water is flowing, you maintain your service smoothly and avoid any unexpected surprises down the road. If you do take advantage of those fantastic assistance programs we just talked about, here is a vital tip. These discount programs end on December 31st of every single year. You literally must reapply annually. My advice, pull out your phone and set a calendar alert for early January right now. Reapplying at the very beginning of the year ensures you get the full 12 months of financial assistance without any unexpected rate hikes hitting your bill.
And of course, as with any municipal entity, we have to provide a quick professional disclaimer. The processes, rates, and fees we've covered today are based on the latest available schedules, but they are always subject to change by the Buffalo Water Board. It is always your best bet to verify current details, rates, and requirements directly through their official channels by visiting buffalowater.org or giving them a call at 716-847-1065.
And that brings us to the end of our guide. By understanding this hybrid application process and getting your documents gathered up, you have entirely removed the guesswork from setting up your utilities. So, with the paperwork demystified and these handy digital tools right at your fingertips, what's the very first step you're going to take today to get your Buffalo water flowing? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and best of luck with your transition to Buffalo.